Okay, hey guys, my name's Jack. I know many of you. Nice to meet you if I don't. The very first thing that I want to do is thank all of you for coming out. Whether you are a candidate participating in this election or whether you're not, you've made a huge step here to come here and help this community become more informed and help it to improve. And for that, you have my sincerest thanks. It's been a community I've been part of a long time, and I like to see new people coming in. So, the first thing I want to talk about is why I think I'm ready for this position. I think I'm ready for this position because I've been here for 4 years. And that doesn't mean anything in and of itself. In my third year, I was an NCC representative, the role that we have 3 excellent candidates for this time. In that time, I worked with the president and the rest of the council to put forward initiatives and ideas that we were directly communicating with administration about. No events there. It was all initiatives. It was ideas. It was working on things, advocacy, things that were relevant to the students. The rest of these 4 years that I've been here, I've been keeping my eye on the student council. I've been watching what's failed, what succeeded. I've watched what worked and what didn't. I've seen the things that I think this council needs to carry on, and maybe a few things that we can later rest. And those are very important when you're thinking about your validity for this role. Another thing is that I've been mentored. I've been part of the student council, unofficially and officially, for 3 years, and I've been mentored by so many people that participated. Angelo Veloso, Meg Bear, Shannon McInnes, they're all people I consider friends. They're all people that have looked out for me. It wasn't that I was always looking out to be the president, but I've always learned from them. I've learned from the things that they do, the things that they say. And I know that I feel that I've become as prepared as I can be, but with the wisdom of those presidents, the wisdom of the execs that were with them and their councils, looking out for me, their roles and the presidents before them, that I'm far more prepared than just myself. And aside from that, perhaps most importantly, is I know that I myself am not perfect. I know that I will make mistakes, that I'll be opinionated when I shouldn't be. And the most important thing is that I am aware of that, and I'm ready to rely on the people around me. I'm ready to rely on the rest of the council and the execs. I know I can't do all of it alone. So having said that, I have a couple of main objectives. One of them is that this year, the NCSC's relationship with Orsel, it hasn't been that great. I prefer to see it get a little more positive, a little more collaborative. We've seen a lot of watchdog and watched. What I would really like to see is a positive partnership. Another thing that I'd really like to work on is NCRC. The NCSC and the NCRC have a lot of the exact same goals. We serve the exact same students. There's no reason that we can't work together to benefit everybody. That's in promotional materials, financial, human resources, everything. We can offer so much to each other. I would also like to see that the IFP position gets a little bit more support. IFP students are a big part of our student body, and I've been working as the IFP student life assistant for the past 2 years, so they got a big place in my heart. The position that they have in our student council is only 2 years old. I've seen a lot of changes in this past year that weren't necessarily the best. And
comedy. Thank God it's not. I'm pretty bad at comedy. Alright, so let me start by thanking everyone who took the effort to make it out tonight. I do understand we're all pretty busy. I'm skipping my own class right now to be here, so it's pretty important for me. Alright, so there are 2 groups of you sitting in front of me right now. Group A, you have already made your mind about who you're going to vote for. You're just here for emotional support, a grand gesture. And Group B, you are here to be won over. Let me win you over. Alright, so I only have 5 minutes, so I'll have to get right to it. I'm going to divide my talk into 2 parts. Number 1, what's in it for me? Why am I running for NCSC president? And number 2, what's in it for you? What would you gain from me being a president? Okay, let's start with the first question, and get ready, boys and girls, because this is cheesy. Alright, so New College is home. It's not only home to resident students, but also to commuters. Having been a commuter student for almost 4 years myself, there is no place quite like it. It's feeling good when you just finish your exam and you just talk to your friends like, hey, you want to meet at Wilson or Wetmore? Or when you just meet up with them and you're going to say, hey, let's go check out some of the NCSC members and go out for food or grab a bite. For the past couple of years, this has been my routine. I have been here quite a while. But in a couple of years, when I look back, I'm not going to remember the crappy mark I got. Rosie will do that for me once I log in. What I remember is the friendships I made, is the connections I made, and it's all the good memories that I've made thanks to this college. So, as I mentioned before, I have been around quite some time, and I have seen council grew to something bigger, better, and stronger. I should put that in quotation marks, because I'm pretty sure it's been used before. The reason I'm running is because I feel this debt, and I need to pay it back. And I feel like by me going for president and performing my duty as a president, I can serve that purpose. Alright, so this is why I'm running. So now, why should you vote for me? Alright, not to pat myself on the back, but I've been pretty involved with student life, and not only in the capacity of New College. I have been involved in NCSD, both in my second year as NCC rep, and in my third year as off-campus director. And in my fourth year currently, although I wasn't involved, I have offered my help to our current off-campus directors, Adrian and Janine. Give a hand for them because they did an amazing job. I have offered my help to any capacity I could. I told them the contacts I had or the logistics of something that may have worked and may have not worked. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to you about why I'm qualified to run for president. And I feel like the best thing to do that is just walk you through the Constitution and what it says about presidents, the role of president. And there's a lot of points, so I kind of made it smaller, so let's go through it. The president shall be the CEO of the NCSC. He or she shall keep the officers of the college aware of NCSC business. He or she shall be responsible for calling and overseeing planning sessions with individual members of the council. He and she will serve as the main liaison with other university councils and university-wide groups. Alright, so to summarize, the president acts as the CEO. What's the CEO? The CEO is a manager. You have this group of 24 individuals, 24 amazing individuals who who fight to volunteer their time to serve their students, their fellow students. And as a president, you should be able to make the tension between the group members, because it's not only council, any group of people who work together, after a while, tension builds up. And as a president, it's my role to make sure that interaction between council members is smooth, that everyone's honest with each other. How can I unite the entire college if my own council is not united? But I'm not alone. I have 3 VPs with me, and I'm glad to work with them during this process. So, I told you what I wanted to tell you, but as you see in my posters, in my posters it says transparency and it says unity. I already talked about unity. For me to unite, because they had all these amazing, enthusiastic individuals, and they